And we're live. Okay. Okay, and we're live. Okay. What's up, Theo? What's up? Got a lot of properties. I wonder if he's got somebody's name's got a lot of properties. I wonder if they got a lot of properties. All right. Thank you guys for joining Facebook Live. Matt's about to walk in. Just wrapping up a few things. Thanks everybody on TikTok. All right, and then we're on Facebook and YouTube over here. Hopefully the quality is good. Been trying to work on that. Make sure that you guys get the very best picture. Everybody, say hi to Matt. Welcome,
It's
Matt.
your boy.
Nick's
Go.
here.
What up, Nick? Hey, Nick, where you been, man?
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen him around the office
Nick,
in a while.
Nick starts buying real estate and then he stops showing up.
Yeah, he thinks he's better than us now.
Come on, man.
Just
We
kidding.
miss you, brother.
All
we
right.
love you, Nick. We love you.
Yeah, we do love you. Okay, thanks guys for joining. Matt and Alex on a Tuesday. Club's going up on a Tuesday. So we were doing this on Fridays.
Matt and Alex, huh?
Why did I just say Matt and Alex?
Come on, man.
I say those two names together more than anything else. I'm not Alex. Matt and Andrew. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, Tuesday. Stay-at-home dad life. Nick.
That's a good life, actually.
Yeah, respect. Much respect. Okay, so we're live, and hope everybody's week is going well. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you can, share this with your friends. Like this if you want to. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something. So full transparency, guys. I usually come up with these topics about, what we can share with you guys, how I can interview these guys and bring some knowledge. And I was drawing blanks. Okay. But on an interview today, we filmed a podcast earlier today with a really good guest. It'll come out in the next 3 weeks. So make sure we release a podcast once a week. So make sure you check it out. But I heard you say something interesting.
All right.
And you said you weren't necessarily interested in buying as much real estate as you could.
Correct.
You had a different goal.
Yeah.
And so with that, and that made me think about, we interviewed, and last week we released The Story of the Entrepreneur. We released this film where I interviewed a few of our, top entrepreneurs, and then you guys as well. And what I learned through that is that it's not necessarily, people get into real estate, and it's not necessarily that they want the money or the houses or all these benefits. It's a much deeper meaning of a why, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, people are, I think at the core, people are good. We live in a world where people are good. There's a ton of bad that happens, but everybody that I interviewed, they just want to help people. And then going off of what you said in that you weren't necessarily interested in buying as much real estate as possible, but you had a different goal. So I wanted you to share that with the audience, with me again, and then we can dive into why.
I love it, man. That's my favorite question. You line me up and set me up. Thank you, everybody, for joining. But, man, I feel very blessed to have a clear vision, and I don't think a lot of people ever get to that point, and I really hope that they can or that they do. But buying real estate's awesome, and it does allow for a certain level of freedom, and that's what a lot of us are after with real estate.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, I'm not interested in buying as much real estate as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
If I was, I would spend all of my time in this room. Well, I'd have to do two things. I'd have to figure out how to get capital coming in.
Yep.
And finding deals.
Yeah.
And so I don't really spend most of my time doing either of those things.
Right.
I have before.
Yeah.
But I am solely focused on creating with other people the place where you come to get more out of real estate for yourself at the same time growing with others.
Yeah.
And it's very deep because it goes beyond just making money. It goes into being spiritual, being human, and creating a lifestyle that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to figure out how to create a platform that gives more opportunities for people to get to the life that they want.
Yeah.
And real estate is a component of that. And it's a big component of it.
Sure.
Regardless of if you like real estate or not, you're going to be paying for it.
Yeah.
So it's very important to understand it. And I believe that everybody should know about it.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to put everything in place to make things easier and more efficient and have more support for the entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
And the podcast that we did today was really good, and it's going to be releasing soon. But did you notice how fast he understood what I was talking about?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like he just got it.
And, yeah.
And he was spot on.
Yeah.
He's like, you're taking the humanism approach. Is that a word? Humanism?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Humanism approach. And I am, right?
Right.
Like
as opposed to a systematic approach of business. Like crunching numbers, getting to a certain level of income or, return on investment. He said, you're taking the humanistic or humanism approach.
Yeah. And
the
from the
approach.
outside, sometimes people don't understand it, and they're like not thinking that there's a lot of systems in place, but there actually is, because we have a lot of really good people here to support us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
but I think with you or with us, with TRE, we start from the approach of caring for people, loving people.
Yeah.
And then we build the systems to support that passion.
And that's where the spiritual or deeper meaning comes in, is like, we're genuinely trying to help people.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling with certain things. Some people are struggling with insurmountable odds, like things that they have no idea how they're going to overcome.
Yeah.
And it's a grind and it's a hustle. And it's crazy way to think about things. It's like, this is life and business, but in reality, it's just life.
Yeah.
And, we want people to have that financial freedom. That's really important, because then you can focus on and get to a clear picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe the challenge of why people don't get to the clear vision, is because they don't have the ability to even consider that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been very blessed with the people here that I don't have to worry too much about, are we getting people paid on time? Is payroll in place?
Mm-hmm.
All these things.
Right.
So it's allowed me to, constantly think about and analyze and hear other people and figure out what can we do to be better after I've gotten clear on where we're trying to go.
Yeah.
That's a huge blessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want to help other people get there. Like, we've have people that are joining that are going to be mentors and guide us. And you ask somebody like, who are you? And ideally they would tell you something really profound.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have that. And we want to help get them there.
Yeah.
And I'm not by any means like, I know exactly what everyone should do, but I believe I know what I should do.
Yeah.
And there can be things in that inspire somebody else to figure out how can they get to that point for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And so you said earlier, and have been, going along with saying that you want your goal is to help others basically reach their full potential, get the most out of life. And
together, right? Like the whole grow with us is like, I'm talking to new people every day.
Yeah.
And just learning. Like, I'm just like, I'm going to teach ACC class tonight. I'm going to learn from 8 other people. Like, it's not like I'm leading some things, but I'm also being led by everybody.
Right. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. That's so cool. Well, my question was, so like, have you want to help others, right, get to that point in their life, right? So my question is, have you gotten to that point, or is the process of getting others the life that you want?
It's the journey together.
Right.
I'm not at a point where I could maybe I could sell everything I had and retire. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
The guy today even validated that. He has an entrepreneurial mindset. He said 6 weeks he took off and he had to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm doing exactly what I want. Literally, like I want to. This is a long process to get to what I'm trying to do. It probably will never end, because it definitely will never end. There's always going to be people that want more out of real estate, and more importantly, life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, I love doing it, man.
Yeah,
I really do. And if I could do it for my kids and my grandkids and other people's kids and grandkids, like what a blessing. And
amen.
You get these texts from people literally almost daily of like, do you know what is happening here? This is changing my life.
Yeah.
Daily.
Amen. That's awesome.
I know.
I love it.
It has nothing to do with money.
Yeah.
They're not like, this is how much money I made.
Dude, yeah. So that was my next question, or the next point I wanted to get to. So like, I feel like real estate is the sexier side of real estate is like, I want to buy this.
Brittany.
Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Oh, by the way, comment your questions below for Matt or I, or anything real estate. Doesn't have to do with what we're talking about right now. We'll answer it live, or just say hi.
And not to derail you, but Brittany and I went on a listing appointment at 8 a.m. this morning, and all we did was present ideas and options to a elder lady who's, dude, she's renting out rooms to random people. And she's like 75 plus.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a badass house hack.
That's cool. Yeah.
But anyways, we went in there and she's got her Bible out and I'm like, hey, just pray about it. And we hopefully shined a positive light. She's smart. She is smart.
Yeah.
And Brittany can attest to this. Like we genuinely were like trying to figure out how to help her out.
Yeah. I think it seems so backwards, right? Like going into a plan, you want to, like, I guess getting something out of a listing appointment or whatever in real estate, right? Like you have a plan or a goal, but then going into it with the servant's mindset of like, just let me help this person, even if I don't get anything out of it, always comes back to where you win.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-part approach. It's to open it up for agents, and then it's to open up for home buyers, home sellers, investors. To give people options.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So earlier I was saying, it's like, people get into real estate because they want to make a certain amount of money. They want to buy a certain amount of houses. They want the, quote unquote freedom, but it's just like to go retire on a beach. And that might be for some people. But I think what I've seen firsthand from first of all, the OG entrepreneur, and then the entrepreneurs that we have joining the team all the time is like, they get into it, right? And they like have this moment where they're like, this is it. I'm here. This is it. Like, I don't, they certainly do have like a certain amount of houses they want to buy and stuff like that. But it's like, it's more about they learn the deeper meaning of it.
Yeah.
Which is that they're just loving the process.
Yeah.
I guess that's a kind of a broad way to say it.
No, it's fun, dude. And you just missed it. We were literally, the whole office was just doing push-ups.
Why? Why were they doing push-ups?
Because Pablo and I have been working out and James is out of town, so we haven't been invited to join.
It's all good.
We hadn't been working out because James is out of town, and I'm like, Pablo, we got to do some push-ups. Everyone starts joining in.
Nice.
They come out from upstairs and they're doing push-ups.
All right.
It's just fun, man.
Yeah.
And Nick just commented over here. Nick came to TRE to be a traditional realtor. And we literally broke that mold with him, and now he owns 4 properties in 4 months.
That's incredible.
So we're like,
dude.
like, that's life-changing, right? He's staying at home with his son, stay-at-home dad, and what a blessing. Now he's owning properties where he actually grew up.
Yeah.
And Alex is saying you're one deal away from changing your life. 100%.
One deal away. Yeah.
Literally, you are one deal away from changing your life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
TRE workout. Andrew's going to lead it. Andrew, you start running and we'll just all start following you.
Yeah, if everyone wants to run a 100-mile ultra marathon with me, we can do it. That's the challenge.
But yeah, man.
Sam, actually, Samantha Denoyer, she started training for a marathon this week.
What?
Yeah.
Samantha.
Yeah. She's been running.
Come on. That's awesome.
I know. Yeah. Anywho, so just kind of to get back to that real estate, there's more to real estate. There's more to it than real estate.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And that comment came from Alex on the one deal.
Yeah,
but yes, man. Thanks, Alex. Hope Corpus is going well, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes, I've evolved a lot more so recently. And I used to just be wanting to just do so much and get out of a meeting and on to the next and just couldn't wait. If a meeting didn't feel like it was going anywhere, I just kind of want to end it. Now I'm like, where is this going? Because it is going somewhere. They're all going somewhere.
Yeah.
So let me just figure out what this is, and I can't wait to know. And I might find out 10 years from now, but I'm going to be here to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's just sitting around, being around people, living life. I mean, there's this whole, maybe it applies to yin and yang, but it's what we're doing has a very real and deep meaning to me. But at the same point, it has no meaning. It could just end and the world's going to keep going on.
Yeah.
It's important that you do it, but it's a movement, I believe. And it's very fun and it has deep meaning. I could just break down crying about it because I have so much passion for it.
Yeah.
But it actually doesn't really matter. What matters is what's after this life and what's the deeper meaning with people and taking how you make people feel. That's what's really more important.
Yeah, that is what's more important. Yeah, I love that so much. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It is.
Like,
yeah,
I feel like it's so important, and like we're like changing the world with this,
yeah.
and we are in some sense, but it still doesn't even really matter. So like, let's just do something that really impacts people.
Yeah,
that matters.
Yeah. Well, there's so much I could say.
Say it.
There's so much I could say. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's it does. I mean, it does matter. So like, I mean, just in terms of, our conversation today, like, the listing appointment doesn't matter, right? The house doesn't matter, but like, the conversation you had on that listing or the appointment this morning with that old woman, like, that's what matters, right?
Right.
That relationship that you built, the 30 seconds that you made her feel loved, that's what matters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we gotta. I mean, I feel like we think as humans, we think short term, even to the point where like we think short term of like this life on Earth is short term, right? We don't think about eternity, and to think about that, like what does matter when you actually put it in the context of like forever, right? It's those little moments that do matter, that you love people and build relationships and everything like that.
Yeah, and having a deeper approach, like you want to be solving problems and you want to have goals. You have to have goals.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't think that people that are struggling, they don't have necessarily always a clear goal. Everyone struggles, and I struggle constantly.
Yeah.
But when there's a goal ahead of you, it keeps you going.
Absolutely.
Without it, man, you just get lost in like.
I'd even go further into say like replace that word goal, which with a similar word, which is hope. You always have to hope for something for the future.
Yeah.
And we've like when you said people who don't have a goal, I think it's people who don't have hope for something. That's what it's if you don't have hope, it's it makes life a whole lot tougher. It makes you think like, why would I make the next step? Right. Why would I do anything else if I don't have a hope in anything?
Sure.
And time and time again, in the scripture, in the Bible, it says to hope for something, right?
Yeah,
which is amazing.
And it says, without a vision, the people will perish.
Without vision, people will perish. Yeah.
So that's, I just feel so blessed with that. I don't wake up and have any questions. Like I know what to do every day. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
Definitely have struggles and challenges and things are hard.
Yeah.
To the 10th degree, right. People don't understand it, but we push the limit. Like it's not easy.
Yeah.
But it is, what I want to be doing. I don't want it to be easy.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. What made you, now this went off onto way deeper conversation than I planned on, but I love it.
Amber.
Yeah. Hi guys. Thanks for joining. Also ask your questions below, please. All right. Could you guys, all right. Yeah. We'll check out your song, Noah. Okay. So
send it.
Put the link in the
Teifke@gmail.com. I'll share it too.
So you said, you love what you're doing. You wake up, you know what you're doing every single day. When did you get to that point where you like figured it out that like, I'm here?
Yeah, good question. I think a lot of it was a big moment was traction.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so stupid. It's like,
so we, our business, we run on a system called Traction, which is a book by Gino Wickman. You guys want to check that out? Please do. It's great.
Yeah. I always knew that I wanted to build something and to lead people in a sense. I remember when I was applying for colleges, she was asking me like, I said something about being a leader and she asked me more about it. And I was like, I do want to be a leader, but not in the sense of like, I am like forcing people to go a certain direction. I just kind of want to go my own direction and lead that with the people that believe in that. And like, it sounds so simple in a sense, but like I literally thought about that like a week ago and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there's always been this inherent desire to do something meaningful and to lead in a certain way.
Yeah.
But Traction, we started writing down, Lexi says, write down your core values and your core focus. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But then we start writing these down and we come up with opportunities for everybody. with, not for. You work with us, not for us.
Yeah.
No fear attitude.
Yeah.
Core focus, make money in and on real estate. And then over time, it just bled into me and it resonated more and more. It's like, these are the things that matter with what we're trying to do with business.
Absolutely.
And it became so clear with people. Like I had this theory in a sense of like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do.
Uh-huh.
And then when people start to tell you like, this is life-changing, it just gets validated over and over. And then when it's like every day, you're like, okay, it's there.
Yeah.
This has been proven.
Right.
People want this.
Yeah.
And so now it's like we have to keep leading and keep putting things in place that makes it easier and better and have more support for people.
Yeah.
So it was a journey.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I'm here.
Yeah. And that's what I think is important because I'm trying to also help people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have the right answer, but just keep pushing forward on like, hey, what are your goals? Like, what is your core focus? What is your core vision?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
But just start something.
Yeah.
And then at least that's what worked for me.
Right.
And then it just becomes something that you just live.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And that kind of goes back to you took the human approach, right? Instead of the business approach. Like you are an entrepreneur through and through, but you also just have such a great heart.
Thanks, man.
And so you started with that in order to like the two work so well together, right?
Yeah.
They're not and they're so intermingled, right? There's like no separation, but it's like a human business thing.
Yeah. And I think I really think that it's like entrepreneur. It's actually different than an entrepreneur because like
right.
I don't actually love to go and understand like balance sheets and spreadsheets and accounting and marketing. Like I think a entrepreneur would probably like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But an entrepreneur is different.
Yeah.
Like I don't know exactly how to designate the difference right now, but we're like these outcast wild card, motley crew of people.
Yeah.
Like we want to do things different, but they have deep meaning and we're not doing it just to do it differently. We actually think that there might be a better way to go about some of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. There always is. Just think differently.
But you know what I mean? Like an entrepreneur, like I do like business, but I actually like this other stuff a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Which is on.
That's why we're getting on here talking about crazy stuff because, you know, and you need all those things are important. Yes. You have to put them in place, and somebody can still be an entrepreneur and love finance.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's just a different mentality of like where we're all going.
Yeah.
And it seems that people get it.
Yeah, people do get it. I was just going to say, so like going back to like your college advisor who, when you said you wanted to lead and that people would just, you know, you wanted to lead people who wanted to do the same thing, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what has happened. And I think that I've seen it so far with the, 170 plus agents that 170 plus entrepreneurs that we have. And then, now moving forward, people who are entrepreneurs are going to find us.
Yeah.
They're gonna join
get it quickly
in with us. Yeah. Because they can see that this is home, right?
Yeah. They get it. The home of the real entrepreneur. And
that's right.
What I mean is like, I don't want to walk into the room and be like, I'm the leader. Like,
no,
let's go.
Absolutely. Right.
And
you're not like that
can
at
be
all.
Actually a good thing. Right. But that's just not me.
Right.
I'm going to just lead it this way.
Yeah.
And like, you want to come? Like, let's do it.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. I love the balance sheets and income statements, says the real Alex.
That's my boy. Somebody needs to.
Yeah. Alex,
like I
Coffin
said,
does
and Alex is an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
To the core.
Yeah.
And he stays on top of that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully we get your boy Patton over here.
Dude,
Patton, where are you? We need you.
Yeah, my brother-in-law Patton. We're trying to get him.
General Patton.
General Patton.
Is that his nickname?
That's why they were. Well,
the General.
He was named after General Patton.
Call him the General.
He's the third. So Grandpa's number.
G3.
The OG. Yeah.
OG3.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We're about to log off for today. Any last closing statements?
Everyone who's joining, thank you for listening and indulging us and supporting us and being here. John Michael, I see you. Elliot, come on, baby. Yeah. John Michael is going to be teaching a class with me today at ACC.
All right.
John Michael's entrepreneur number 1. And I see Jonathan asking about my favorite football team. You want to know who it is?
College football. Yeah. Who is it?
You want to know who it is?
Who is it?
People don't like this because they're the champs and they're going to call me bandwagon and all this stuff.
Who?
You see where this hat's from?
Cleveland.
Live in Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah.
OHIO, baby. Ohio State Buckeyes.
That's okay. I'm cool with that because you were born there.
My grandpa played center.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Ohio State Buckeyes, baby.
Yeah. It's okay that you went to A&M.
Yeah.
So-
And A&M, I throw up the horns.
Yeah.
But
We're
Ohio State
all love.
Buckeyes, man.
Ohio State. Cool. Yeah. I'm an LSU
Just
fan.
kidding. Texas Tech.
No,
The Raiders.
Absolutely
The
not.
Raiders, baby.
Never, dude. Never the Raiders. Just kidding. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. We'll be back on Thursday. Me and Alex are going to be talking about some good stuff. Probably more detailed, tangible things that you can take and apply to your real estate investing career or real estate
Journey.
entrepreneur journey.
Roadmap.
Yep,
Entrepreneur roadmap.
absolutely.
Till then, Alex and Matt signing out. Peace.
Bye.